Hi, it's NuWave Primo Oven Recipes, and today I'm going to be frying chicken wings in the NuWave Primo Grill Oven. So we can see how this does frying some chicken wings straight up, and we're going to get started with that right now. Alright, so let me show you how I'm going to start out with this fried chicken wing cook in the NuWave Primo Grill Oven. I'm going to do a very simple breading for this cook, nothing elaborate. I've just got myself 3 cups of all-purpose flour, got myself an ounce of hickory smoked sea salt that I'm going to put in there. I've also got myself 1 tablespoon of freshly cracked black pepper that I just cracked. So putting that in there, I'm just going to mix this up. Alright, so I've got that flour mixed up with the salt and pepper. And I've got the NuWave Primo Grill accessory in, so I'll be using that. Now I'm going to go grab the chicken. Alright, so here's our chicken. We got some Tyson chicken wings here. And so basically I'm just going to get them open, start getting them breaded up, start getting them into the air fryer container here in the NuWave Primo. And as I always say, for anyone who feels this chicken must be washed before it is cooked, please see the link in the video description. And so now we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so basically this basket limits you to about 4 wings. If I did any more, I would have to stack them on top of each other and such. I have done in another cook some pork chops on the grill plate. I was able to get maybe 4 to 6. Maybe about 6 I got on the grill plate by itself, doing some air frying that way. But here, you are kind of a little limited in your space. So we're going to see how things do with these 4 though. And I'm debating if I want to spray them before or during the cook, because I usually spray before with my cooking spray to get them nicely fried up. I think I'm going to spray these at the point of the flip. I'm going to try and spray them then. I'm going to just leave them white like this for now to start. And I'm going to use my meat thermometer method for air frying these that I've been using for some air frying. It's been working out really well. Basically, I cook up to about 135 degrees Fahrenheit meat temperature, and then I flip things and let them cook some more. I'll probably let them end cooking at about maybe between 165 175. I'll probably do 175 because I'm air frying. So I'll probably cook them up to 135, flip, and then cook them to 175 internal meat temperature. So let me get the lid on here. Alright, so we got the lid on, we got our air fryer basket in there, turn the NuWave Primo Grill Oven on, all the way up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 50-50 on the heating elements, 50 on top, 50 on the bottom. Going to hit the probe button and going to up my temperature. I'm going to go up to 175. I like to go up to the hotter end. And so just going to hit start and let those cook until it gets to 135. That's when I'll pause. I'll do flipping, I'll do spraying if anything needs spraying, and we'll continue to cook on from that point. Alright, we're well past the 135 degree mark at this point. I'm going to pause, take the lid off. I do feel when I do these in the future I will spray up front. I think you get a better crisp going to start if you just spray to begin with than to wait until later. But just wanted to see how things go with this round. So now I'm going to flip the chicken wings over. Nothing sticking to the air fryer holder here. Nothing, nothing sticking in there. So that's cool. some off there. Alright, so we got them all sprayed down pretty good there. Now let's see what happens on this other side. Go ahead and start again. We'll see what happens. Alright, so the temperature is at 168 on the meat. I'm definitely not seeing the crisp on the exterior that I want. So we're going to definitely have to go hotter than the 175. So at this point, I'm not able to adjust my probe setting to go up hotter. But I know that my chicken is going to basically be done. So basically, once it reaches my 175 and shuts off, I'll have to turn things back on again and continue to cook at 400 degrees for a while longer. But I'm not able to adjust to tell it, I want my meat hotter. So we're getting ready to hit that 175 point right now, and it'll auto shut off. And that's a nice thing about the Pro feature, that you're not going to overcook your food unless you want to. And in this case, I want to get my exterior browner, so I'm going to turn off, turn back on, up to 400 degrees real quick. Cook time, I'll just do it up to 20 just so I have a nice place to count down from. Hit start and let it continue from this point till I see the exterior on this fry that I would prefer to have. Alright, so things have been going for 4 minutes now, and I'm just pausing it right there. I'm going to stop it right there. So basically we have the time that it took to get up to 175 meat temp, then I just added another 4 minutes. And we see that we still got some white blotches. Our breading didn't stick very well at all. So I'm going to get these off. I'm going to do another set another way for you, where I just spray ahead before I put them on. But you can see these, the breading didn't hold very spectacular. I'm going to, like I said, get another set, and those I will spray in advance after I bread them, just to show you how those look after they've cooked. And just to test, we'll test the meat temperature here. And I'm reading 174, 175, 180s. My meat is hot. All my meat is well cooked. But it doesn't have that nice aesthetic you would want from fried. So those are the first batch. I'll do the other ones the other way that I was considering, and the way I usually do, to spray them in advance. So bring you back in 1 sec. Alright, so I'm just going to get 4 more wings set up the same way, but as I said, I'm going to spray them as I put them on so that they're already sprayed in advance. We'll see how these cook up. Alright, I'm going to stick my meat probe into a big piece of meat. We'll just try that technique again, using things this way. Got my dome back on, make sure it's locked in tight. Now I'm going to turn NuWave Primo on up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 50-50 on the heating elements. Probe up to 175 again and hit start. We'll let this run for a bit. Okay, the meat temperature has gone over 135. I'm going to pause at this point. Get the lid off. We can see that things have started browning on the exterior a bit because we sprayed in advance. It's starting to brown some. And it's a light coat since it's just the breading with no egg wash or any of that good stuff. But I've done like egg wash cooks and all those types of things in other earlier videos. So there's plenty of earlier videos on my YouTube channel where I use other techniques to do air frying and other types of breadings and all. Just wanted to go with a very simple breading for this one just to see how things would turn out, and we get to see the difference when you spray and don't spray using this method. I'm going to take the meat probe, I'm going to reposition it so that it's better positioned with the meat having been flipped. Make sure I get it in the meat there. Like, not getting it in there very well. I'll continue to make sure that I've got it in there good before I start things up again. I just want to reposition it since I'm flipping the chicken over. So I think it's in there good now. Alright, gonna get the lid back on. Kinda got my cord hooking out a little bit there. Alright, now I'm just gonna hit start again. Whoa, I hit off by accident. Whoops. So back up to 400 degrees, probe up to 175. Let's do 180. Why not? We'll just see how things go. And so just start, let it continue from here. We'll let it go up to 180 and see if we get a nice brown coat. Alright, things have gone over 175. They do have a better look, I feel, overall than the other set that I cooked earlier. But I'm going to let them go to 180. I gave those others like an extra 4 minutes and they were up to about the 180 range. Alright, so things have reached 180. The cooker's stopping. Just going to have a look here. So these have still kind of a light look because we used that light coating. I guess they might be kind of equals almost. But I do prefer to just spray them earlier. I could cook them longer to get more of a brown, but using a light coat, we don't get a whole lot of breading. You know, in many of my other air fries, I use like a buttermilk egg wash and some cornmeal and some flour and really do it all up. In this case, I wanted to just keep it simple and just see how things turn out with a simple, very simple basic air fry, not anything elaborate, just throwing some flour on and letting them cook up. So here we have, these were the ones that I sprayed before, these were the ones that were sprayed part way into the cook. I think these have a bit more of a coating on them than these. They look a little better than these, so I do prefer my spray first method. Alright, so these they've been setting for a moment, but I'm still going to check, see what my meat temperature comes out to. You see I'm at, the 170, 180s. My chicken's well cooked, and these are the ones that just came out. They're all hot. They're all good and hot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of the ones just cooked, pleated over here. I'm going to take one of the ones from the earlier batch. I guess I'll take this one here and just plate it over here. And I'm going to let things cool down because this one, is like in the 190 degree mark. Let things cool down a little bit and then we'll do a taste test. Alright, here's our fried chicken. We've got the one from the second batch, the one from the first batch. So I'm just going to bite into each for a bite. Very good. Going to bite into the other one. Now they both turned out very well. Of course, the one that's been setting a while is not as hot, so it's not going to be as fresh and tasty as the one that was just cooked. But I feel that overall, they both came out very well. You just get a little bit more crispiness when you spray in advance, in my opinion, than if you wait till later. You just don't get as much crispiness. And of course, if you want to get things really crispy, you can see several of my other air fries. Like when I did the pork chop air fry in the NuWave Primo, I used the buttermilk egg wash and the flour and the cornmeal and all of the seasonings if you want to get a bigger, crispier crust on your air fry. But basically the NuWave Primo, you can air fry right on the grill plate if you want, or you can use the air fryer basket that they give you. Some people got it free, some people may not, or you can get it by getting the Ultimate Roasting or the Roasting and Air Fry kit that is sold through the NuWave folks. But basically, any way you want to do it, you can air fry in a NuWave Primo. And so, definitely want to hear your comments. You can find this and other recipes at superwaveovenrecipes.com. Ever want to come directly to this YouTube channel? You and your friends can come to waveovenrecipes.com. Twitter and Instagram are Wave Oven Recipes. The podcast is anchor.fm/waveovenrecipes. No spaces. Also, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video with a friend. Subscribe to the channel. And good eating.